effect HIIT cardio has on your legacy. Welcome back to Streetball Strategies.
You better run for your life. You were not prepared for the night. You better run for your life. You were not prepared for the night. Open up your eyes, see the light. You don't have a chance.
So today we're talking about the form of training known as HIIT cardio. What HIIT stands for, HIIT, is for high intensity interval training. More relatable to us basketball players, it's known more commonly as line drills. Running lines out here on the court. So you start at the baseline, you run to the free throw line, you run back to the baseline, you run back to the three-point line, repeat, repeat, repeat. What you're doing is you're exposing yourself to high intensity work for intervals of time, short intervals, and then you're resting for short intervals of time, and then you're repeating that cycle. So you would run the line drills out here on the court, take a short rest, run them again, take a short rest, run them again, and you would do that for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of repetitions. Why you're doing this is because you're trying to elevate your body's ability to work efficiently at high levels of intensity. Why you would do this, the point of this training is that you're trying to enhance your body's ability to perform better, more efficiently at higher levels of intensity, and also to be able to recover from that high intensity more efficiently, faster and quicker. And HIIT cardio can be done in all kinds of different forms. I just use running line drills out here on the court because it's the most common thing that basketball players do to train when it comes to HIIT. But there are some problems that come along with training this way, so let's discuss some of the reasons why you might want to avoid HIIT cardio. Also, this is not a video of me prescribing a HIIT workout to you. It's only about what is HIIT, is it good for you, what are the benefits, and do I recommend doing HIIT or not? There are two main components to doing HIIT cardio that make it work, that make it effective, that allow you to have the kind of results that you're looking for. But those two components are also the two first main problems that you have when it comes to doing HIIT cardio. The first problem is people just don't do it hard enough. The intensity just isn't high enough, especially if they're training by themselves. If people are training by themselves, they just fall into the trap of human nature, and people are just usually easier on themselves when they're by themselves. As opposed to if they're training with someone that can hold them accountable or that they can compete with and make sure their intensity stays high, if you're training by yourself, you're probably not training hard enough. The definition for the intensity level of HIIT cardio is supposed to be between 90 to 95% of your maximum effort. But from my decades, plural, of experience with doing HIIT cardio, I say that if you're gonna do HIIT cardio, if you're gonna put yourself through the misery of doing it, you might as well do it as hard as you possibly can. One reason is because if I'm your trainer and I say to you, okay, we're gonna do HIIT today, the first round is gonna be kind of a warm-up round, so I only want you to do 91% of your max effort. And then round two, now that we're warmed up, let's do 94% of your max effort this time. Well, can you accurately gauge that 3% difference in your maximum output effort? No, of course you can't. No one can. Not the most intelligent, experienced, elite athletes on the planet can do that. If you do anything lower than your maximum possible effort, sure, you're gonna be burning some calories, sure, you're gonna be maintaining your fitness level, but that's not what you're trying to do. When you're doing HIIT, you're trying to break through the ceiling of your conditioning and your endurance. And you can only break through that ceiling by trying as hard as you possibly can and giving your full possible effort. If you can talk in complete sentences immediately after doing a HIIT workout, it's one of the ways to know you're not doing it hard enough. You should be having a hard enough time breathing, let alone being able to talk in full sentences.
Usually I'm very polite, but I'ma get savage tonight. Even when a dog being nice, every single dog gonna bite. You might think I'm wrong, but I'm right.
Anything short of like hyperventilating, you're not doing it hard enough.
I don't make a sound when I strike.
So if you're gonna do HIIT, if you're gonna put yourself through that misery of doing it, then you might as well do it absolutely as hard as you can. Problem number 2, and the second component to what makes HIIT effective and what makes it work, is that after a HIIT workout, you need to rest. You gotta rest. So let's take an extreme example, and let's say it's Thursday and you're gonna do a HIIT workout. And HIIT is the only physical work that you're gonna do that day. You're not gonna play ball, you're not gonna do any kind of other training, you're only gonna do a HIIT workout. One of the great things about HIIT is that because it's such high intensity, the workouts are fairly short. They're 20-25 minutes long, definitely under half an hour to do a HIIT workout. If you do the workout correctly, meaning you go absolutely as hard as you can, during the workout you're going to feel miserable, you're going to feel like trash, you're going to feel like you're going to pass out. But once you've completed the workout, 20 minutes later, you're going to feel completely fine. And the more conditioned you are, the more you're going to feel like you didn't even work out at all. Now maybe if you're not as conditioned, maybe you'll feel sore the next day, but if you are fairly conditioned, chances are the more you do HIIT, you're not going to feel sore at all, and you're 20 minutes after the workout, you're not going to feel like you did anything at all. The reason that's a problem is because 20 minutes later, after your super high intense workout, you're gonna feel like, oh, I'm fine. I feel fine. I can do other workouts now. I can train other things now. I can play ball now. And you should not do that. After HIIT, you need to rest. You need to recover. And we're not really talking about and concerned about your muscles when we're talking about recovery and healing from HIIT. And those muscles include your lungs and your heart. We're not concerned about your muscles because your muscles will recover and heal relatively quickly. The concern comes for your joints, from your tendons, from your ligaments. They do not recover and heal nearly as quickly and efficiently as your muscles do. And think about it like this. If you're doing HIIT training and you're going absolutely as hard as you can, your joints and your ligaments and your tendons, they are never, ever, ever, ever going to be under any more pressure and stress than they are when you're going through your HIIT workout. So afterwards, they need to rest, they need to recover, they need to heal. And a problem is, you're not gonna feel it. Like you're not gonna be like, oh man, my joints are so sore, I need to take a day off. You're not gonna feel that at all, especially the younger you are, especially the fresher your body is, especially the better conditioned you are. You're not gonna feel the effects of the HIIT workout the better conditioned you are. If you don't feel the effects of that workout, then you're gonna feel like, I can work out, I can train some more, I can go play ball, but you should not do it. And I know of which I speak because I have decades of experience doing HIIT. I hate all forms of cardio, but my favorite form used to be HIIT cardio because the workouts were so short. So I chose to do HIIT as my main form of cardio, and by doing so, I felt like, well, I feel fine. I just did a HIIT workout yesterday or earlier in the day. Now I feel fine. Now I can train some more. Now I can play some more. I didn't give myself time to rest and recover, especially my joints and ligaments and tendons. And because of that, in my late 20s, I was riddled with arthritis. And I have bunions on my feet that are huge because when I was doing those HIIT workouts, I was running on the balls of my feet. And that arthritis and those bunions, they don't go away, they don't heal, they don't get better, they're just there. So because I did so much HIIT training and because I didn't rest nearly as long or as much as I should have, that's one of the main reasons I accidentally and stupidly ran my body into the ground in my late 20s. So if you're going to do HIIT workouts, you have to rest. At least 36 hours of physical rest after a HIIT workout. Is that an extremely long rest period? Is that an exaggerated rest time after doing HIIT workouts? Yes, it is. Is it a conservative estimate of how long you should rest after doing HIIT? Yes, it is. But I say that because of my experience of running my body into the ground stupidly, not knowing any better, wishing that I had taken more time off to let my joints, tendons, and ligaments heal the way they should have, and instead I gave myself arthritis. So if you train HIIT on a Thursday, and that's the only thing you do, then no, you shouldn't train or play later on in the day on Thursday. No, you shouldn't train or play on Friday. You should give yourself at least 36 hours of physical rest, and then on Saturday, you can go back to work. The third and more specific problem of doing HIIT cardio has a little bit more to do with the players that are bigger, more muscular, depend on being bulkier and heavier. Endurance and conditioning are not synonymous with big, bulky, heavy muscles. Think about it. Marathon runners have long, thin, sinewy, flexible muscles. They're great at endurance and have great conditioning, but they don't have big, bulky, heavy muscles. If you do HIIT cardio on a regular basis, the likelihood is that your muscles are going to be torn down, torn apart. They're going to become leaner, flexible, and longer, but they are not going to be big and bulky and heavy. So if that's what you depend on as part of your game, HIIT cardio may hinder your ability to have big, heavy, bulky muscles. So that's the effect HIIT cardio has on your legacy. Can it be effective? Can it work? Can it be beneficial? Yes. Do I recommend it? For the most part, no, I do not. The very specific example and condition and situation where I might recommend it is if your conditioning and your endurance are way below average. In that case, yes, incorporating HIIT into your training regimen can help, but do it sparingly, do it smartly, plan very carefully. Plan your workouts carefully and plan your rest after the workouts very carefully. Know what you're getting yourself into. Rest properly. For the rest of us, we don't need to do HIIT cardio because basketball in itself is a pretty high intensity workout. You sprint down the court, you set up your offense. While you're setting up your offense, you get a little bit of rest. Same thing on defense. Sprint, rest, sprint, rest. So you don't need to do HIIT cardio as a supplement to your training for basketball. Let the game itself and the competition itself be natural HIIT cardio. Save your body, save your ligaments, your tendons, your joints for actual competition. So thank you guys for watching. If you found this video helpful, if you thought there was good information in this video, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button. That really helps me out and I really do appreciate that. Also hit that notification bell so you're notified of all the future videos coming up on this channel. Usually at least one video a week, and I will see you guys next time.
I'ma let it be just a little.
You should be having a heart. You should be having a heart.